Here's a fancy tackle breakdown for you. How about the brand new 2024 Daiwa Steez? This thing is a home run in my opinion. It's not just my opinion, actually. I think if you ask a lot of the tackle aficionados out there, this thing has been received with very high praise. It features an SV boost spool, which has been made popular by the Zillion before it. Gives you that braking, heavy braking profile that the SV spools give you from the Tatula on up. But it also will back that brake off towards the middle back end of your cast to give you extra casting distance if you so choose. So if you back down on the magnetic dial on the side of the reel, back down on it, you can get more casting distance out of these spools than you can out of a traditional SV spool. Now, we can nerd out pretty big time on SV braking technology, and we'll do some separate videos on that later. In fact, we've done some in the past, and it's probably time to update some of them with some of the new technologies that are out there. But SV spool, what makes it so different is the fact that SV, by the way, stands for stress-free versatile, if you're not aware. To me, the best way to explain it, and they don't really put it this way, this is my terminology, it's a mechanical brake. All brakes in the past or bait casters have either been centrifugal force or magnetic force. And Daiwa really is, in my opinion, been the one that did it best with using both. So it uses magnetic force to slow the spool down, but it uses centrifugal speed, which pushes that brake rotor outward to slow the reel down. So it does the best of both worlds, in my opinion. It gives it the most control out there. Where it suffers has always been in casting distance versus the competitors that just have centrifugal brakes, where that braking profile, as soon as the spool starts to slow down a little bit, those brake shoes pull back and you get more distance out of your cast. That the magnetic brake tends to hold on a little harder and slow the spool down, so it gives you more control, but you lost a lot of distance. This SV spool with the boost technology will pull that brake rotor away from the spool, or away from the magnets, I should say, back towards the spool, so it could keep its speed and get you more distance. Pretty cool stuff there with that SV boost technology. It is a magnesium frame. It is a new shaped frame, and that's probably the thing you notice most when you do pick the reel up. It is shaped magnificently, palms beautifully. It does have their zero adjust like a lot of their high-end reels have now. One of the big features they boasted about this one was the T-wing there, which is a famous Daiwa attribute there that a lot of their reels feature that T-wing now. In fact, most of all bait casters do now. But that T-wing's it's a new shape and it's a new angle it's at. So it has less friction on the cast than it did in the past. So your line actually, they're saying it increases casting distance quite a bit. I have not casted this one myself. I know a few people have here stateside and they're absolutely raving about the thing. I do have one ready to go for when it's time to go for casting it. I haven't wanted to chuck it around here in the warehouse yet. Maybe I should and just get it over with. But magnesium frame, like I said, that SV boost technology, a new frame and frame shape, and that angle on that T-wing is supposedly making this thing the best performer yet of all the Steez reels. I will say, like I said, in person, that price tag's a little bit easier to swallow than it is just looking at it online, or when I saw like the sell sheets on it initially. It's like, whoa, what did they do to this thing to make it better? It is significantly tighter feeling as well. I mean, I'm a big Steez A fan. I have a bunch of Steez A's myself. I have 3 Steez A's, I think. Those were my favorite of all the Steez variations that have been out. I do have a little compact 70 as well, and I still think the Steez A to date has been my favorite. This thing feels as solid as the Steez A, but a little bit more refined even, if that makes any sense. It feels smooth like an Exist spinning reel, but in a bait caster. Really stepped up their high-end game here, I think. I have a feeling you will see this being the most popular of all the Steez variations yet. So if you're in the market for an enthusiast reel, a super high-end bougie reel, look no further than the new 2024 Steez.